What if the thing slowly hurting your cat is sitting in their bowl right now? Not poison. Not abuse. Not neglect. But something millions of loving cat owners buy every single week without fear, because they trust the label. Tonight, we're uncovering the hidden truth about modern cat food, and the secret ingredient that some experts believe may quietly contribute to inflammation, obesity, kidney stress, digestive problems, and even shorter lifespans in cats. And before you dismiss this as just another internet scare, listen carefully. Because by the end of this video, you may never look at your cat's food the same way again. Cats are mysterious creatures. They hide pain better than almost any animal on earth. A dog often shows discomfort openly. But cats suffer silently. They continue walking gracefully through the house, even when their bodies are struggling inside. That silence is part of what makes this story so dangerous. Because many cat owners don't realize something is wrong until it's already serious. The weight gain. The low energy. The vomiting. The excessive thirst. The greasy fur. The digestive problems. The sudden aggression. The hiding. The loss of curiosity. Most people assume these things happen because cats are just getting older. But what if that's not the full story? What if part of the problem begins with food? More specifically, ultra-processed carbohydrates and artificial additives hidden inside many commercial cat foods. Now before anyone panics, let's be clear. Not all cat food is harmful. Many companies genuinely care about feline nutrition. Many veterinarians work tirelessly to improve pet health. But the reality is this. Cats are biologically very different from humans, and even from dogs. Cats are obligate carnivores. That means their bodies evolved to thrive primarily on animal-based proteins and moisture-rich diets. For thousands of years, wild cats survived on prey containing high moisture, natural fats, organs, and proteins. Not dry cereal like pellets loaded with starch. And yet modern cat foods often contain surprisingly high levels of carbohydrates because carbohydrates are cheaper, easier to process, and help create kibble shapes during manufacturing. Corn. Wheat. Soy. Starches. Artificial flavor enhancers. Preservatives. Some nutrition experts argue that excessive amounts of these ingredients may place long-term stress on feline metabolism. Especially because cats process carbohydrates differently than humans do. And here's where things become emotional. Because most owners feeding these foods genuinely love their cats. They aren't trying to harm them. They trust the packaging. The commercials. The smiling cats on the bags. But marketing and biology are not always the same thing. The philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once wrote, "There is more wisdom in your body than in your deepest philosophy." And maybe that applies to cats more than we realize. Because a cat's body often tells the truth long before labels do. One veterinarian described it this way. Cats whisper their illnesses. That sentence changed everything for thousands of pet owners online. Cats whisper. Meaning the signs are subtle. A little less jumping. A little more sleeping. A little more thirst. A little less playfulness. Tiny changes humans normalize over time. But those tiny changes can sometimes point toward chronic inflammation, obesity, urinary stress, or metabolic imbalance linked partly to nutrition. And one issue appears again and again in veterinary discussions. Dehydration. Most dry cat foods contain extremely low moisture compared to what cats evolved eating naturally. Wild prey contains around 70% moisture. Dry kibble often contains around 10%. That's a massive biological difference. Some cats compensate by drinking more water. Many do not. And because cats naturally have low thirst drives, chronic mild dehydration can quietly affect kidney function over years. Kidney disease is tragically common in older cats. Now, food alone does not cause every illness. Genetics matter. Environment matters. Stress matters. But nutrition matters deeply too. And perhaps more than many people realize. Several years ago, a woman named Emily adopted a rescue cat named Luna. Luna was beautiful, but something always seemed wrong. Her fur looked dull. She barely played. And she spent most of the day hiding under furniture. The vet initially said, "Some cats are just like that." But Emily couldn't shake the feeling that Luna was unhappy. One night, after researching feline nutrition obsessively, Emily slowly transitioned Luna toward higher protein, moisture-rich meals with fewer fillers and artificial ingredients. The change was gradual, careful, responsible. And within months, Luna transformed. She became energetic, curious, affectionate. She started climbing furniture again. She chased toys. She greeted Emily at the door. It was as if a different cat had appeared. Except Luna hadn't become a different cat. She had become healthier. And stories like this appear everywhere online. Now, does that mean every cat should suddenly eat the same diet? No. Every cat is unique. Some require prescription diets. Some have medical conditions requiring veterinary supervision. But the deeper lesson remains powerful. Cats often adapt to discomfort silently. And humans mistake adaptation for health. That's a dangerous misunderstanding. Modern society normalizes chronic decline in both humans and pets. Low energy becomes normal. Digestive discomfort becomes normal. Weight gain becomes normal. Inflammation becomes normal. But normal and healthy are not always the same thing. And maybe the saddest part is this. Cats trust humans completely. Even when humans unknowingly feed them things their bodies struggle to process. That trust is heartbreaking when you think about it deeply. Imagine eating the same processed meal every day for 10 straight years. The quality would matter enormously. Yet many cats eat identical meals daily for their entire lives. Which means even small nutritional issues can become significant over time. Now let's talk about one ingredient category that sparks enormous debate. Artificial flavor enhancers. Some manufacturers use coatings and additives designed to make food hyperpalatable. In simple terms, foods engineered to make cats crave them intensely. Sound familiar? Humans experience similar things with processed junk foods. Scientists understand that hyperpalatable foods can sometimes override natural appetite regulation. Again, not every additive is dangerous. But many experts argue owners should pay closer attention to ingredient transparency. Can you recognize the ingredients? Are protein sources clearly identified? Does the food prioritize animal protein? How processed is it? These questions matter. Because cats cannot read labels. They rely entirely on us. The ancient Greek philosopher Hippocrates once said, "Let food be thy medicine." Thousands of years later, modern science increasingly supports the idea that long-term nutrition shapes long-term health profoundly. And nowhere is this more visible than in cats. Especially indoor cats. Indoor cats already live less physically demanding lives than their wild ancestors. Combine inactivity with ultra-processed foods, and the consequences may quietly build year after year. Obesity in cats has become alarmingly common. And obesity itself increases risks for diabetes, joint stress, heart strain, and reduced lifespan. But here's the emotional truth most people avoid. Overfeeding is often an expression of love. Humans see food as comfort, reward, affection, connection. And companies understand this psychology extremely well. That's why cat food commercials often feel emotional instead of scientific. Soft music. Happy cats. Warm families. Emotional trust sells products. But your cat's body does not care about marketing. Biology always tells the truth eventually. And cats are masters at hiding that truth until symptoms become impossible to ignore. That's why awareness matters more than fear. Fear helps nobody. Awareness changes lives. So what should cat owners actually look for? Healthy energy. Bright eyes. Soft fur. Stable digestion. Hydration. Healthy body weight. Curiosity. Playfulness. Comfort. Because healthy cats often behave differently than struggling cats. The challenge is that decline happens slowly. Humans adapt emotionally to gradual change. A cat jumps slightly less each month. Sleeps slightly more each year. Stops climbing certain furniture. Becomes quieter. And owners unconsciously adjust expectations downward over time. Until one day they realize their cat seems old far earlier than expected. One veterinarian explained it perfectly. Cats age gradually in front of us, so owners normalize symptoms that would alarm them if they appeared suddenly. That sentence deserves attention. Normalize symptoms. Maybe your cat isn't lazy. Maybe they're uncomfortable. Maybe they aren't just aging. Maybe something in their environment, including food, is affecting their quality of life. And here's the good news. Small changes sometimes create surprisingly powerful improvements. Better hydration. Higher quality protein. Weight management. More enrichment. More play. Better ingredient awareness. These things matter. Not because perfection is possible, but because intention matters. Cats may seem independent, but their entire world depends on human choices. Every bowl says something. Every meal communicates care. And perhaps that's why this topic becomes emotional for so many people. Because once you realize how completely your cat trusts you, feeding stops feeling automatic. It becomes meaningful. Sacred, even. Now imagine this. Late at night. Your cat jumps quietly onto your bed. They curl beside you. They begin purring softly. Protected. Loved. And maybe the greatest responsibility humans have is honoring that trust with awareness instead of convenience. Because cats give humans something extraordinary. Silent companionship. No judgment. No conditions. No demands for perfection. Just presence. And maybe they deserve deeper attention in return. So tonight, before you fill your cat's bowl again, pause for a moment. Read the label. Think carefully. Watch your cat closely. Because sometimes the smallest daily choices quietly shape an entire lifetime. And sometimes, the secret ingredient isn't hidden in the food. It's hidden in what humans choose not to notice. If this video changed the way you think about your cat's health, subscribe now for more emotional, science-backed animal stories and hidden truths most pet owners never hear about. Your cat cannot choose what goes into their bowl. But you can.